Welcome back to I.O. I'm your Bacon King, Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we take the most interesting news stories on the internet and then make them more entertaining, all for you. So to never miss another story, click that subscribe button. Plus, you can follow us on everything, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we got them all. And make sure you stay all the way to the end because that's where I handpick some of your comments and read them out. In my opinion, I think we spend a little too much time in space searching for aliens when on our own planet we have these underwater aliens right there. The crazy thing is that so much of the ocean's depths are still unexplored, and marine biologists discover something new nearly every time that they dive. In the dark, murky waters with nothing but a small circular light to guide their way down, researchers came across something unlike anything they had ever seen before. Something that we've only known to be a myth told by old sea captains. As the team was recording, they began to see a large tentacle emerge from the darkness and reach out to touch the light source. Then another and another. And as the creature came closer, the scientists realized that it wasn't a regular octopus that they were dealing with here. It was the second time in history that a giant squid, or Kraken as it's commonly referred to in its mythology, was caught on camera. However, this time around, it wasn't just some lazy hoax put on by some overzealous YouTuber, it was real footage from actual scientists. The video comes to us by way of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA for short. It's a short clip, but regardless, it shows just how terrifying these things can be at close range, and more importantly, proves its existence. The giant squid was caught on camera just 100 miles southwest of New Orleans in the Gulf of New Mexico. The video was taken, are you ready? 759 meters deep. So don't cancel your vacation plans, folks. This squid isn't coming up to the surface anytime soon. That big squid is living a little over 8 football fields deep into the ocean's waters. And I'm sure that Kraken was just as surprised to see the camera and light as we were to see it. In the video titled "Here Be Monsters" posted by Ocean Explorer Gov, you can see the squid just latch right onto the camera before going back into the darkness. And as I mentioned, this is the second video that captured the elusive giant squid in 7 years. Back in 2012, a group of scientists caught the very first cephalopod on camera. The creepiest part of the video footage this time around is what at first appears to be a singular tentacle immediately separates into several as it moved in for its close-up. The researchers from the NOAA were studying the effects of light deprivation on sea creatures living in what's called the midnight zone. The midnight zone is approximately 3,280 feet below the surface, which, as you can imagine, is how it gets its name. Anything that deep and you're gonna have a complete loss of light. To make this video happen, it took a team of 23 people, a specialized probe, and a little bit of luck. Plus, they had been recording the area for hours and hours, finding little to nothing. The clip itself is a mere 28 seconds out of all of that, but it wasn't easy to get the video onto the internet as many would imagine. The downloaded footage apparently had to survive a sudden massive strike of lightning to the research vessel that put the scientists' computers and their information in serious jeopardy. Oh, and just randomly, a water spout just started gushing from the port bow after a lightning strike. I mean, come on. Edith Witter, who was one of the leaders on the expedition, said it was one of the more amazing days at sea that she's ever had. To properly capture the footage, the scientists use a specialized camera system called the Medusa. The camera uses red light technology to be undetectable to any deep sea creatures that are lurking below. Along with the red light, the team also fitted the camera to look like a jellyfish that could even mimic a real jellyfish's bioluminescence defense mechanisms. Edith describes the moment they discovered it was probably a giant squid by saying, "We were all yelling and other people started running into the lab and were trying hard not to get excited. In science, you have to be careful not to fool yourself." Then, without warning, Witter says she heard a loud boom and ran outside to see a cloud of yellow and brown smoke as debris fell onto the deck. She goes on to say, "We rushed into the lab to make sure the most amazing video that we've all ever seen was still okay," which it was. In the end, they managed to get the footage back to the shore to have it assessed by an expert. Michael Vecchione, who is a zoologist for the NOAA's National Systemics Laboratory, confirmed that it was indeed a giant squid. It's believed that the squid in this video is approximately 10 to 12 feet long, for which experts say is actually kinda small. That's small. Okay, now I'm scared. Now I'm never going swimming. I don't care what I said earlier. But apparently this giant squid species can actually grow to nearly 40 feet in length. The giant squid is truly an alien species in the ocean. The way that Witter describes this creature is nightmarish. She says it's got 8 writhing arms and 2 slashing tentacles. It has the largest eye of any animal that we know of. It's got a beak that can rip flesh. It has jet propulsion systems that can go backwards and forwards. It has blue blood and 3 hearts. It's an amazing life form that we know almost nothing about. It's an alien. I'll tell you that much. When the video started picking up traction on the internet, it triggered memories of H.P. Lovecraft stories and ancient Greek myths. Perhaps within the myths of Greece and Lovecraft, where a Kraken is mentioned, that maybe, just maybe, they weren't that far off from the truth. Although let's just hope these things don't start rising to the surface, latching onto ships and sinking them with their giant tentacles. But we want to get your thoughts on this story though. Do you believe bigger versions of the giant squid exist out there somewhere? And if so, tell us where you think it is. While you ponder that, let's jump into your comments from the video titled, "If you see a plastic bottle on your tire, call the police." Theft says, "If you see money in your wallet, call the police." Nah, B, just call me. Cuteness Queen says, "Wow, Johnny, how many times did it take you to pronounce that Spanish right?" Solo una vez, muchas gracias. That's one time. One time. Thank you very much. TS Game says, "If you see Johnny Rogers as host, call the police." This is a good one. This is a good one. Don't do that though. Don't call the police. Liam Richmond says, "Add water bottles to my list of fears." You and me both, man. You and me both. Jeff Mullen says, "Darn you, my Alexa just started playing We Are the Champions." Yes, and just one more time for somebody else from the Alexa. Alexa, play We Are the Champions. Alexa, call mom. Alexa, where's the closest graveyard? Thank you for watching Inform Overload, and if you enjoyed this video, then show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. If you find any news stories that you want us to cover, make sure to send the link in a DM to our Instagram page at InformOverload, and if we like it, you may just see your story on our channel. For more videos like this one, all you gotta do is click that playlist on the side of the screen. From IO, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.